absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Come on.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one brought in by Jefferson. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked all really well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards in the sticks move.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, check. Check pass.
Right back to him on first down. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
The ball carried by
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd and 6. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television. He said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you maybe go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
2nd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Okay, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 11 yards for number 11. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll throw now on the final play. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find him looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now another shot here at the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 122 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. While he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and 5. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 13. A hit as as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go now.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw now on first down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go play action here on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. The Saints are the champions of the NFC. As we say thank you for watching, and good night, everyone.